Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading, which is all about messages from spirit for you at this time. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when you're picking this up. Just know that there's something here that spirit wants you to know at this time. There are 3 piles to choose from, 1, 2 and 3. Take a moment, pause the video, see which pile you're the most drawn to, or which of the crystals beneath that is drawing your attention the most. Timestamps are in the description box below, along with all my details. If you would like to reach out for a more in-depth personalized reading, I would love to be of service to you. I will see you in your reading. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you pick this pile or this crystal, which is Agni Manatite, this is a pearl of fire crystal. This is linked to your solar plexus chakra, and it is a crystal that is used to enhance your personal power, that self-confidence, that self-esteem. It has that deep reverberation of that passionate, oomphy fire, that vitality. So part 1 for you. Let's place it there. It's going to get mixed in with all the other crystals. And the oracle cards that we have for you are the healing stones, lava stone and red hot poker, and Hirathi. So with this, there's definitely a message of healing coming through straight away with the healing stones, but it's in regards to this element. It is in regards to this personal power that is wanting to like break through and come through you and really rise up. The feeling I'm getting is a very stifled solar plexus, a very stifled fire. So if you even just imagine a fire that's like on its last legs, that really needs some like tender loving care. You need to put more on it, you need to tend to it, you need to build that fire, because that's what's rising up and wanting to come through. But with the healing stones aspect, tenderness, care, gentleness and nourishment, there is this level of really calling for some healing to be done, some deep healing for you at this time that's linked to this. It's linked to your personal power, linked to your lack of personal power at this time. The healing, whatever you've been going through that has stifled this, that has dampened this, that has actually affected your passion center. It's affected your belief in self, so therefore that ability to push forwards in some way. And then with this card, the lava stone and red hot poker, my body is a safe space, transmuting, breaking down barriers and realizations. There is very much this healing that's in regards to you realizing that you are safe, like you are safe now, and it is safe to do the healing. It is safe to embody all of the feelings that come with this healing, the sadness, the pain, the grief, and allowing those things to actually rise up so that they can be transmuted, so that they can shift, so that we can break down these barriers, so that this fire within you can actually shine, so that it can actually come forth and actually push you forwards. So the imagery I'm getting is that like a flame, but like with a wall, a barrier around it. And it's almost as if that's been built to try and protect your inner fire. But what it's actually doing now, and that may have served its purpose and that's fine, but what it's doing now is stifling it. And actually your fire needs more room to grow. So what we actually want to do is even use that fire so that the fire can build and even just burn down that barrier around it. And then with Hirathi here, the longing for home, homesick for the stars. This word is a Welsh word, a beautiful word, and it means this like nostalgia. It has this yearning, this longing, as it says, for home. And other things you regularly see with this word is a longing to belong, or a longing for a place that may not even exist anymore, maybe never existed. It's just this such a deep longing like in the pit of your stomach, from the bottom of your heart, a longing for something that you crave, you desire, that your soul needs and wants and is screaming out for, and that you've possibly been searching for all along, but you can never quite find, you can't get a handle on it. So it just leaves you with that grief, that sadness, because that place you cannot find. And that place in which we're seeking, when we've got that home aspect, it's that safety. My body is a safe space. It's a seeking for safety. It's a seeking for nurturing. It's a seeking for comfort in whichever way our soul desires. So this link here with the healing stones, it's healing the grief and whatever sadness is with you, so that your fire can actually come through, so that you can actually shine in the world and push forwards in the world in the way that you are supposed to, in the way that you're even like destined to. So we're going to pull some tarot cards for you before we get into any more oracle, for some further guidance and further messages from Spirit for my pile 1. 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and we'll get the 2 on the floor, Judgment, and Queen of Pentacles. So heavy feminine coming through with the 2 queens, the cups and the pentacles here, and then the 5 of cups starting us off. And the 5 of cups is a card about disappointment and betrayal, and it's a card that can talk about a broken heart, this grief, this sadness that we're seeing here, this longing for something that hasn't quite come to pass, and the sadness that comes. And this, as you can see here, this energy that's like we're spilling this cup and letting it go down into this void space. And there's also this energetics leaving her, because there's something about leaving something behind. That dream that you had. And it's not to say that you cannot seek this longing that you have. This is a soul longing. That part there's nothing wrong with. It's in regards to like a chapter, something that has occurred that needs to be let go of, because it wasn't found there and it can't be found there. But it's actually about, with this queen here, it's actually about you really stepping in to an intuitive knowing, into your love, into your compassion, into your heart space, into that strength that comes from leading from the heart. And the Queen of Cups is like the ultimate healer. So it's really stepping into not just the healing yourself, but this element of your own healing powers and this rising up. If you see this figure here of this man, he's holding his hands around his heart chakra, and it looks like he's got rose quartz on his heart. So it's this like inward turn of the healing that you've either been going through or that you need to continue with, or potentially even need to start. This healing of self, healing of your heart space, allowing those dreams that came with this, that brought this grief, that brought this heartache, to actually be healed, and so that energy can leave you, so that you can actually step forward in a way where you're bringing then that strength, that heart, that healing outwards into the world. It's for self, and then there's this shift to embody it outwardly for others, to assist others. There's definitely something here about a stepping into a way of being that's very organically aligned to you. And I'm saying this because we have the Judgment card here, and this is a card about self-realization, this like spiritual awakening that kind of occurs, this unveiling of spirit in this beautiful way, because there's this release point. The healing aspect is allowing this part of you to release, to leave you, to transmute, so that you can really embody who you are, who you truly are meant to be. Because then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So beautiful, the fact that we have two queens in the upright, sat in their thrones in their power. That's how we want them. And then the Queen of Pentacles, once again, both feminine, both healers. But this person is more embodied of the earth. So it's this work and then the feeling it and embodying it in a really emotional way through the layers of your being, and then bringing it down through this self-realization, through this release, through this transmuting and shifting of the pain into power, very Chiron, hurt to heal, and then into this embodied Queen of Pentacles. It's really bringing it into the earth space, bringing it into your family, bringing it into community, bringing it down to earth so that you can serve. So a strong, strong healer energy coming through for you in this pile that's very linked to this fire within. So this passion. And this is, like I said earlier, like a very, very soul-led passion. Let's see what other cards that we have for you. Messages from Spirit for my pile 1. So we have Pine Tree, longevity, vitality and perseverance. And then the Cup of Tea with patience and reassessment. So with this is a process. And this is not a process that you can push. This is very much, especially with cups, like getting into that receptivity flow state and allowing things to unfold. We've got this lava here and then the fire here with this crystal. But it's allowing this water to come through and purify and cleanse you and move you in this is a very slow way. And then if we actually think of lava and the way in which it moves, it's like fast but slow. And for the longevity, this patience aspect coming through, I'm saying we don't need to push this process. You don't need to push the healing, push the seeking, push the self-realization. It's just about organically letting it flow so that it is long-lasting, so that then your Queen of Pentacles is very, very secure. So you don't need to rush. You don't need to rush to get to this queen, let alone this queen. It's like these are there, they're in the upright. These will naturally fall into place organically. That power stance that comes with them will come in because they're meant for you. This is who you are. Soul purpose is why you're here. Even this grief, this whatever you need to heal from is all part of that purpose so that you can rise up. But allowing this to come through in a slow manner, in the way that it's supposed to. Let it unfold. Let the grief come. Let it wash through you so it can truly leave you, so that you can ensure every last bit goes. And then we have compassion, endurance, and healing. And you can use any of these. We've got marshmallow, ginseng, and this beautiful canvas. So any of them you can use as medicine, as plant allies. And this compassion is that Queen of Cups. Having that compassion for self and potentially even having it for others in this situation, in regards to the stuff that you need to heal from, the stuff that needs to be transmuted. It's finding that compassion for self, but also for anyone else in that situation, for potentially any actions that have hurt you or upset you, and realizing that people's actions speak more of them than they do of you. We're human, it's hard not to take things to heart, but it's leaning into it enough to see that we're all humans and that we all suffer and that we all create pain. You're going to be the villain in somebody's story in life. It's impossible to walk through without being, because that's just the way in which we work as humans. So finding compassion for the whole so that you can bring peace to self. And it's in finding this compassion that we really rise up as healers. And I don't really like the term healer, so when I'm using it, this is in this sense of I don't really believe people can heal other people. I think there's too much God complex and ego in that. But people can work to shift things in other people. So that's what I mean when I'm saying a healer. And then endurance, this is this perseverance, this patience. This is a long game. Think of it like that. This rising up of you, this self-realization, this healing. Just allow it to unfold as it is supposed to. It will just take the time it's supposed to take. And in those moments when you're really struggling with that, when you wish it would go faster, when the pain's too much and you want it to just leave, or that you really just want to up your game, be on your throne, you can use ginseng, get ginseng tea, and just ask it to give you that strength, that stamina, that endurance to keep going, knowing that the time will align as it is supposed to. And then here we have the healing once again. And with this coming out over here and not over here with the healing stone underneath, I very much feel like it's this bringing through the healer of you. This hurt, this pain, this wounding that you are going through is so that you can really assist other people. It's your offering. But first, we must do the work. We must learn. So let's just see what Spirit has to say in regards to that healing gift. We have intuitive heart, step into your true destiny. So this alignment of what I was saying anyway, but this healing aspect of you is very intuitive. You may already know you're intuitive, and if not, this is part of the gifts that are awakening for you. And one with these scales here, we've got the heart and the mind here in balance. So very much getting this wanting of equality and fairness and justness. And I find this through my own personal story of healing, is that the reason I then offer it out into the world is because the idea of people suffering in any way that I have seems so unbearable to me. I want to help other people with that burden. I want them to help them balance these scales so that we can have equilibrium within our own beings, so that we can try and walk forward in this world as comfortably as possible within this human reality. But there's strong like Libra energy coming through here. Step into your true destiny. So the messages coming through from Spirit are very much that this is very much you getting in alignment with that soul calling, that inner fire. And this is what will guide you home, this hiriath, this feeling that you may have had through your life of never belonging, never finding your place, always seeking something you can never quite find, always seeking this belonging and acceptance and love that never quite lands, that always ends up making you feel even more lost and isolated and alone. Through this journey, through tapping into this intuitive space, what you will find is you will get closer and closer to all that you have ever loved and longed for. And then we have flight, opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. And this is this Queen of Pentacles here. Through this absolution of the judgment, through this self-realization and this awakening and this freedom that comes from it, opportunity, prosperity, and a new venture will open up to you. It's guiding you towards this in a really, really grounded, strong, stable way that is just so beautiful. I do one last card pull for you with messages from Spirit. We're bringing spirit animals now for my pile 1. It's in there. Bear. You are the light. It is safe to step fully into your light. This truly is your rising up, pile 1. This is Spirit really, really asking you to get into alignment. The key is to continue to or start your healing journey, to really work on those spaces within that you either try and hide or that you find uncomfortable, where there's sadness, where there's anger. There's a light within you, this fire that wants to shine, that wants to spark, that the world needs. It's why you're here, this dawning here. But knowing it's safe. And then this reiterates the card here, that lava, that said, it's safe. My body is a safe space. In this healing part of the learning, is it safe to be you? It is safe to be seen. It is safe to speak your words, your truth. It's safe to come out from hiding, my love. But start the healing process first. I will leave this here for you, pile 1. If you need any help with any of this, this is literally what I do as my job. I help people with these things. I help people in regards to energy work. I help people with more in-depth personalized card readings for guidance and with mentorship. So if you're struggling with any aspect of this, please reach out. It's why I'm here. If you found this video helpful, if it resonated, please like, subscribe, share, drop an emoji, do anything like that. It really, really helps, and I truly, really appreciate it. And I hope to see you here again. Have a beautiful day. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you picked this pile and this crystal, the sunset sodalite, first off, this is a stone that is linked to your third eye chakra. It is a stone of confidence, clarity, and communication. So it can really help your self-esteem, but like within that mind space, to give you that clarity, that peace of mind, so that you can think rationally. It's a great stone that helps if you are a student or a teacher. And then we have Nothing is Impossible, Presley Blue Stone, and Called. 1, 2, 3 gateways here. If there's an opening that Spirit wants to make you aware of. And definitely, so with that crystal, and then here, straight away over here, jump straight across over here. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So this gateway here through to you, are you a student of anything? It doesn't matter what you're a student of the weird and mystical and wonderful, or perhaps just a student of, I don't know, environmental studies just came to my mind, whatever it may be. But this gateway through to the other side, so that you become the teacher. Like, you've learned enough now to impart that wisdom on other people. Get back over here. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You'll find a way. So it may be that this is not something you ever thought of, or maybe something that makes you feel highly uncomfortable. This is a card that speaks of confidence and in regards to communication. I'm just noticing this little key here. So finding Spirit, asking you to find this key, go on this journey to find this key, to unlock your voice, to find that voice, to find that power, because you have things that you can pass on. There's a new way of being, a gateway into a new way for you. And something that you may not have seen coming, something unexpected, something you didn't see there, but was there all along. That's what Spirit's saying. I've got that Beauty and the Beast song. I'm not going to sing to you because I can't sing, but There may be something there that wasn't there before going in my head. And then with Presley Bluestone, the pilgrimage, sacred sites, grid work, and dragon energy. I think I may be mistaken, so if I am, I apologise, and please do let me know in the comments to educate me, but I'm pretty certain Presley Bluestone is what Stonehenge may be made of, and if it's not Stonehenge, it's one of those magical stone circles. So if that's of interest to you, if you're near anything like that, or have been considering it with this card, I always say that pilgrimage to some sort of sacred site could really be of benefit to you. It could help you find this gateway, activate this gateway. And you can always call in these gateways regardless of actually visiting somewhere. You can go on a pilgrimage of the mind. You can do it through meditation. Call in dragon energy as support, that mystical, energetic supporter. But there's definitely, with these three figures so similar here, this movement, this journey for you. Right, let's pull you some tarot. Almost lost some cards. Further messages, please, for my pile 2. Okay, and then one more. So the first card we have here, I cannot make these straight, is the King of Wands. And Wands is fire. It's the fire element. And the King is wonderfully, like, in his power. He's in the upright. That's how we like them. And the King of Wands is a natural born leader. They have that leader element to it coming straight through. This teacher, a leader imparts wisdom. They guide. And this lion over his shoulder, it's like this energy coming through this lion. Lions are strong, they are regal, they are proud, they are self-assured. They know their strength, they know their power, and it's coming over the shoulder to like send you and give you that strength within. To really know this is your purpose, this is why you're here. You're definitely here to teach and impart wisdom in some way, my love. And then we have it with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is a card that talks of, so it's about longevity, it's about hard work to have this great soil and then this solid root system to watch this plant grow. It's the work you put into something so that you get the fruits of your harvest. And then in the reverse, what it's saying is do not give up, do not lose faith. Any frustration you are feeling, maybe you already actually knew you're supposed to be a teacher, but you can't actually find the gateway to get through. You're like, I know I have wisdom. I know I'm supposed to teach. I know this, but like, where's the doorway? Where's the opportunity? How can I actually make this happen? And that frustration that can come through it, like almost like even if you're trying and haven't been getting anywhere, do not give up. Keep on going. Keep nurturing. Keep looking after and tending to your plants. Even if they don't look like they are like succeeding, if they're going anywhere, like nurturing a plant that maybe look like it's on death doors. But it's not. That's what Spirit's saying. It's truly not. Have faith and believe. And keep putting in the groundwork. And it's followed with the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, this is the like hopeless romantic of the deck. And it's a card about wearing your heart on your sleeve and tapping in to that deep, passionate, romantic soul. The Knight of Cups is in love with love. And so with this coming out with that Seven of Pentacles, this frustration in the really worldly way. We've got the Knight of Cups coming, but you've just got to believe. You've just got to love what you do. You've just got to fall in love with the process, fall in love with the unfolding. Be devoted to your path, be devoted to this. And then this pilgrimage aspect coming through again, just wanted to, like, it's drawing my attention to it, of like finding a way back to that heart space. That is the key to unlocking this door, to finding this door, to finding this gateway, this portal for you to move through. It's in the soul, it's in the heart. Fire, step up and lead. We've got this fire, then we've got the earth. Yes, put in those like earthly humanness of like getting something in a really like material, grounded way. But the Knight of Cups going, but you've got to have heart. And it's followed with the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is a card about letting go and releasing what doesn't serve you, leaving an old reality behind so that you can pursue a new one. These gateways. It's time to step up and lead. Let's say here, open to the unexpected. You'll find a way. So there's something here about that, like tuning into your heart, finding that heart that will give you that oomph, because this is double cups. So this finding of the heart will assist you in being able to walk away to this new dawn, this new opening. And leaving that element of the past behind that needs to be left there. Let's pull you some more cards. Pile 2, messages from Spirit, please. B, community, cooperation and sweetness. And earthworm, actually this one would come out too, so we'll do all three. Sweetness, honey to the bee. This love, this heart. Finding that sweet nectar at your heart that is going to be key in pushing you forwards. And then we've got these two very earthly ones here, earthworm and then tend to that soil, tend to that garden. Clarity and rumination. The sweetness, this heart space, that absolutely tapping into that creative, hopeless, romantic at your heart, that lover is really going to assist you. This is what Spirit is wanting to say. Find your heart. And I'm not saying that you don't have heart, and I'm not saying that like you're dead and cold and have no heart, but it's finding that sweetness, that joy, that nectar. And then with the earthworm, this clarity, this is what it will bring through to you. And this breaking free, this like it's breaching the surface and rising up. Because this is what it's warning for you, this breaking free, this new dawn, this gateway. That's how you'll get this clarity. And then we have this tending, maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. And this tending is very much like the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So this here, where it's reversed, it's almost like this is the bit, this is the key, this is the message. And then you can tend to the garden again, the Seven of Pentacles. It's like it will be upright here. And then it's about that maintenance to ensure that that garden grows in a really material, worldly way. But right now you can't push through the doorway with that material aspect. You can't make a very human plan to action in the real world. It's like tapping back into this heart space. That's what will get this doorway to show itself, so that you can enter it, so that you can step through to the other side. And then you can get back to that worldly human maintenance. Then that's when that will come. More cards, please, for my pile 2. Clarity. Interesting, as we've got clarity under here with that earthworm. And then open with the key. I love cards. They never fail. They never fail to make me smile with how like connected and woven and spot on, they always are. So clarity. So you can use bilberry and yarrow. They'd be really good plant allies to work with at this time to help assist with this clarity. Clarity to find the door, clarity to find that sweetness. If you're really struggling to tap into, if you're saying like, no, I'm trying to tap into that heart space and I just can't seem to, this is what will help. It's going to help you locate it, magnify it. And then this key, and that key that was shown, this is the problem when you pile cards on top of each other. I can't do it, I can't get it up. There we go. This little key here that I noted earlier, back on top. Pilgrimage, really wanting to obviously make itself known, as we've now had to put it on top. But this key, you'll find it at your heart space, you'll find it in that sweetness. And this will help you to open these doorways for yourself. Another message, please. So we have Trinity, balancing decisions, priorities, and adapting to change. And then let's just pull one of these quickly. With the Trinity, I'm very much getting that energy of like past, present, future with the Trinity. So it's like leaving the past behind to be in that present moment, to tap in to find this door so that you can work towards your future. That's what you're tent towards. And in the balancing decisions, that priorities is this putting down that materialness right now of that worldly push to really tap into the heart space. And then because we've got this intuitive heart, step into your true destiny. For one, this gateway is towards your true destiny and what you should be doing. Trinity, triple goddess, if you tap into that receptivity, that flow of the feminine, it will really like get this in alignment. And with that, you can step truly into that destiny. But this priorities and that balancing is of the getting in alignment with your heart space at this time. Tapping into your song at your heart so that you can be guided forwards to exactly where you are supposed to be. One more, a spirit animal, please, for my pile twos. Okay. Say one more and we get three. We will go for it as we did have the Trinity. So Penguin, diamond light activation. Light activations and new energy are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. Heart space. The heart has to be open to allow them in. You have to be in that receptive flow state, that feminine. So really work on that receptivity, flow, the feminine, the heart space. Your cups. And then we have dolphin. Healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. And how do we stop and listen? Tapping into the cups, tapping into the heart space. That's how we will really tune into these messages of where we're guided to, pilgrimage, of how to find that key, of how to find the door of this new dawn. Tap into your heart and then whale, tenderness, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. For yourself, for others. Be tender with yourself through this journey. Be tender with your heart as you tap into it, as you allow it to open and unfold. Compassion and forgiveness kind of go hand in hand. But we really have to allow ourselves to open for that to come through. And with that, this like mother nurturing energy really coming in. So really, really working with the divine feminine will really, really assist you at this time. I will leave it there for you guys. If you need any further assistance, this is what I do in regards to any part. If you're something like, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you need a bit of assistance to tap into this, if you're like, I don't know how to tap into my divine feminine, how do I do this? Leave a comment, let me know, and I will assist you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in my next reading. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you pick this pile or the snake agate, this pile is for you. Snakeskin agate is a crystal that connects the base chakra to the solar plexus and then to the crown. So if you think of that in your body, your crown is like a crown on your head, if you don't know, and your base is your base. There's like this through line, solar plexus in the middle. And this is very much a crystal that helps you to step into a place of self-assuredness and confidence. And it's that flow through all of them and can really help direct any Kundalini energies from that base to that crown, really activating it so that the snake is like moving, shifting in flow with you. Let's replace that there. And what do we have for you? We have obstacle, septurian nodules, and then inner earth. So with obstacle, find another road, flexibility and change. So Spirit's talking of a block that you may be encountering at the moment where you feel like you've hit a dead end and you don't know what to do. And with this, the find another road, flexibility and change. There's something about finding a new pathway. Septurian nodules, which is interesting with this crystal. 𝐻𝑚𝐫𝐝, shake up the system. I'd really tap in to this snake energy to guide you, to assist you, tapping into your own Kundalini energy to move you, to find this new way to break through. With this, find another road, flexibility and change. There's this shifting around something for a breakthrough. You're blocked because it's not the way you're supposed to be going. You need to find a new way. Shake up your own systems. Have that flexibility and change with whatever you've been planning, working towards doing. Whatever block has occurred is purposeful. And then we have the inner earth here, this opening. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So whatever this obstacle is, whatever this block is that is causing you heartache, pain, annoyance, Spirit is saying it's all for purpose. It's to help guide you. What you can do is really tap in to yourself. Ask snake for guidance so that you can find a new way. And if you think of a snake, so if there was, let's say this for example, for this obstacle, snake would find a little gap to slither on through, and that's the sort of energy that you need. Further messages, please, from Spirit for pile 3. We are going to leave all of those cards on the floor, and we're just going to keep on pulling. 2 more cards, please. So instantly I'm just drawn to the fact, I'm going to read these very differently, shaking up the system here. I'm going to embody the energy Spirit is giving to you by not doing this in the order that I would normally do. 2 pages in the reverse. Pages are younger energy. They are like, I always say they're like early, like late teens, early 20s, that young, naive energy where the world really is your oyster and you can take on anything and everything is possible, which is beautiful energy when they're in the upright. But these 2 are in the reverse, but they are surrounding this King of Wands. King of Wands is a natural born leader. He is in his power, fire, absolutely self-assured, confident leader. And with this shaking up the system, this finding a new way, to this like new dawn, to this new beginning here with the inner earth, it feels very much like these are bookmarking to say that you're not in that younger energy, you're not in that like dreamer-like energy of the pages. You're this. What spirit is saying is this. Shake up your own system so that you can really embody the king, the queen, that powerful figure that you are, that leader energy in the world, because that's what's needed. You're not this novice anymore. You've been journeying enough, you've learned enough that this isn't where you are now. It's finding a way to shake up your own systems, to break through these obstacles, these blocks that you're feeling, because you're still trying to be in this energy, thinking that I'm not saying you don't still need to learn. We always need to continuously learn that. So that's not what I'm saying. But in that regard of, you have learned enough to be in this like power position of the king. So you don't need to have that like younger studenty energy. Step up and lead. And then here with the justice, this is about balance. And this is karmic balancing. This is a fairness, a justness, hence the justice. And this stepping up, shift those out, get this to come through. This is how we're breaking through. You're going to find this balance, this equilibrium will really, I said that wrong, will really return and be with you. Further messages, please, for my pile threes. Some messages from spirit. They are also all staying on the floor. So there's something with that as well. The amount of cards, and I do leave cards on the floor, but the amount that are surrounding me right now. Leave what does not serve you behind. There's stuff that cannot, like the obstacle maybe that you're trying to get through a doorway with all this stuff that just cannot fit. Cleanse, purify with the sage here, wisdom, purification, and harmony. The harmony, this balance here. But a cleansing and leaving everything behind. Let the cards fall. And you don't have to scramble to pick them up. You've gained the wisdom from them already. You know what you need to know. You don't need these things to journey on through. You are the wise sage. You are that king. And then rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. A remembering of your own power. And this will be something with that, this ancestral link that comes through with rosemary, is very much like saying that this is your gift. This has come through generations to get to you. And your point here, have you felt like a black sheep, my loves? This shaking up the system, this part. Are you the black sheep of your family? Black sheeps are wonderful because we're the ones that agreed to come here to change things. Stops with me. That rising up. Power and this wisdom and all this knowledge, generation to generation to generation. But it's like it ends with you because you're the one that can finally truly embody it, to find this inner earth, inner utopia. And then broom, energy clearing and freshening. So definitely this purification and cleansing and leaving behind what does not serve you. Pile number 3. Let's get you some more cards. And it really does truly end with you. I'm noticing this candle that is on its last legs. Sage again, sage, sage. You are the wise sage. Step up into that power, into that teacher role. If you happened to be drawn to pile 1, I recommend potentially listening to that too. Sage. Definitely use sage. Bring it in. And with this card here, it says guidance, and that will guide you forwards. That will help you, assist you around these obstacles and these blocks. And then radiate, turmeric. Because you are supposed to shine, King of Wands. You're supposed to light up the world around you. You've got something in you that wants to radiate through. You've just got to cleanse the way enough to get past these blocks. Let's put that there actually. Trusting heart. Listen to your inner wisdom, the sage. You already know, pile 3. You know. You've just got to actually believe in yourself so this new birthing can happen, this unfolding. And then spectres, discernment, critical, words, thinking, and insight. And then with this, I'm noticing these two ghostly figures acting almost like this gateway. And I think this is with these obstacles, these blocks of this falling of these cards, the leaving behind what does not serve you. And this can include people. Have you got energy vampires around you? Have you got people that are not actually allowed? Are they trying to keep you in this page energy when you're actually a king? So having discernment with who is around you, shake up those systems too. Shed skins, snake energy, shed skins. It's time to shed your skin. And then one more card, spirit animal, please, for my pile 3. We will leave them on the floor too. And then there's so many cards on the floor right now. Butterfly, emerging and take the leap of faith. This is your uprising. You've just got to cleanse the way. Get rid of the dead weight. What is your dead weight? Be done with it now. That's how you'll get through. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile 3. I hope this helped. If you need any extra assistance, guidance, any of those things, please reach out. My details are in the description box below, and I will see you in my next reading.